First we'll start with BW. What is it? Like we'll start with SAP. What is SAP? SAP is an ERP product. You have n number of products in SAP. So what are those products? Where does your SAP BW stands? What is the evolution of your SAP BW? Okay, all those things will be covered. And in this training session, we'll be covering both SAP BW version at the same time SAP BW for HANA version as well. Okay, we are going to discuss each and everything in detail. Just as of now, I'm giving a heads up because if you see, okay, if you see like SAP BW has started, see, SAP BW has started with a version called 2.1a in the 1998. Okay, then slowly as of now, because it's the initial product, after that they have started enhancing the product. They're keep on adding a new feature so that the tool be very fulfilling to the user's requirement. Okay, so like that they have started from 1.2a, 1.2b, 2.0, 2.0b, 2.1, 3.0, 3.1, 3.3, 3.5 version. Okay, then 7, 7.5, like that we have n number of versions here. Okay, the main difference what I want to convey is, okay, till SAP BW 7.5. okay, this is on your Oracle. DB is Oracle. Okay, and then you have SAP BW HANA. What is that we are going to discuss? Okay, but why I am telling this thing is we'll be covering these two topics here in this training session, because I don't think many of the training will have both. Because they will consider this 7.5 version as a different training and BW HANA is a separate training. Okay, but how do we plan? Me and Mahesh, what we have decided is, when we say we are going to train you in SAP BW, we want to give you the complete package, not half cooked. We want to give a complete package, because now in the market you have both the versions available, and there are many projects which are having the both the versions. So when you go to the job search, you don't know, right, in which project you will be going. You will be working on 7.5 version, or you will be working on BW on HANA, right? We don't know. So based on the company's requirement, based on the project, you will be assigned to the respective version of the BW project. So in this training session, we'll be covering both, so that once you go out and searching for the job or getting a project, or once you get to the company also, you will be very well versed with both of these. Okay, BW for HANA, at the same time BW as well. Okay, that is the reason we are going to take up both the sessions. Fine. Okay, and who can learn this course? Anybody. The best part of this training session is, okay, we will start from the scratch. Anyone who knows how to work with the computer, first part, and then how to analyze. Okay, how to analyze. Simple, if you have the analytical skills, that will be more than enough to learn SAP BWPI. Okay, fine. So just, before I start today, what I try to do is I'll try to explain simple thing like what is ERP, what is SAP, and what are the things we have in SAP. Overview, just an overview. And what is BW? What is that we are going to cover in SAP BW? Okay, fine. So you guys, do you ever heard about the component called ERP? What is ERP?
Enterprise research planning, sir.
Yes, resource planning. Enterprise resource planning. Can you name me some ERP products? Some ERP products. Oracle is an ERP product, right? SAP is an ERP product. PeopleSoft is an ERP product. Barn is an ERP product. JD Edwards is an ERP product. Okay, fine. So when we have these many ERP products, why SAP? If you see the like occupancy, means most used components in the market, SAP is very widely used. SAP is very widely used. Why it is widely used in the market? What is the reason behind that? Okay, if you see Oracle, why Oracle is famous for? Any idea?
Oracle Finance also there.
Yeah, Oracle Finance. I mean, that's the reason I said Oracle. I did not say Oracle Apps, Oracle Finance, right? You have many products within the Oracle.
Yes,
but
sir.
still
It's Oracle
altogether
actually.
it is an ERP product.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So why Oracle is famous for?
Oracle famous. Actually, it's a programming, sir.
No. Oracle Finance is there, right?
Yeah, is there, sir?
Right. So Oracle, when you buy as an ERP product, we say that, see, so in the backend again, it's a programming. It has a database. We write the programs to load the data, to restrict, transformation, everything will be done through program. But as an application, there's a application in Oracle which is finance. Finance is very famous in Oracle Finance. It is one of the most famous product in the ERPs. But suppose if the client wants to implement only finance, then definitely I will suggest Oracle Finance is very good. No other product is as good as Oracle Finance. PeopleSoft. Why is PeopleSoft is famous for? HR. PeopleSoft is famous for your HR module, human resource module. If any company wants to implement only HR module, yes, obviously it is also PeopleSoft is one of the best products. And Barn and JD Edwards for your logistics module. Any idea what are logistics?
Sales and distribution, finance,
Not finance.
SD, not kind, sir.
Distribution, material management, production planning, okay, retails, warehouse management. These are all known as a logistics model. If any company, sales company is there, production company is there, or inventory company, they want to maintain an inventory, they want to maintain a purchasing, okay, information, they want to have a warehouse management, then yes, JD Edwards or Barn are the famous product. But if they have the JD Edwards and Barn and they want to implement finance, no, they have to, suppose in this case, say I have a small organization, and in this organization I'll say I want to have SD, I want to have I want to have FI. I have a small industry, and in this industry I have these different sectors, FI and HR. Fine. So I have these applications in my organization, and I want to have some software. So what I can do for SD and I can go for Barn or JD Edwards. For HR, I will go for PeopleSoft. For finance, I will go for Oracle Apps. Fine. Now, suppose I am creating a sales order. Okay, I am selling a product. I am selling a product to the customer. Fine. When you get the billing, the corresponding postings has to be posted to the finance. The corresponding postings has to be posted to the finance, right? Okay, that means there should be an integration between these two modules. There should be an integration between these two modules, SD and finance. Suppose now I'm getting a sales order. Say I want to buy 50 laptops. Somebody has ordered 50 laptops. Then what I do, I'll check in my inventory whether I have the sufficient material or not. I'll check whether I have sufficient materials or not. That means there should be an integration between SD and MM. SD and MM. Okay, in the same way, suppose I have a people who are working in the finance department, who are working in the sales department, who are working on the inventory and the purchasing department. That means I have to maintain their employment history. That means again there should be an integration between your modules. For this integration, they might be using some third-party tools. So what will happen? Suppose now I am using one version. Down the line, a newer version has come for the Oracle. That means whenever I am doing any enhancement to that particular Oracle application, again I have to check if the current or present integration module will support or not. That means whenever there is one change in any one of the applications, we have to cross check on all the modules whether it is applicable or not, whether it will go fine with this present architecture or not. So always there is a risk factor is there, the money factor will be there, and the time factor will be there. But if you implement SAP has all these modules inbuilt. SAP has all these modules inbuilt. The SAP comes with SD, MM, PP, HR, FI, you name it. You have all the modules within the SAP. So if you buy one SAP application, that will survive your whole industry, whole company will be survived. Okay, so that is the one reason why SAP has become so famous in the market. Why? So SAP has tight integration across the modules. SAP has a tight integration across the modules, and SAP is the one product which has all the modules like SD, MM, PP, HR, FI, the warehouse management, retails, and not only that, it also provides industry-wise your applications. Like you have defense. For defense, they have the separate set of applications. For utilities, they have different sectors. Okay. For banking, insurance, for logistics, they have different industry-wide sectors also. They have provided the softwares. Okay. So that is the one single reason why SAP has become so famous in the market. Okay. So do you have any questions or any doubts here regarding the ERP and why SAP has become so famous? So what you can say why SAP has become so famous in the market? What is the single reason? Why SAP has become so famous?
Because it has all logistics, including in one SAP model.
Right, means it has a single ERP product which has all the modules inbuilt with a tight integration. That is a single statement you can say and end up the answer. Okay, fine. Next, what is SAP? Anybody know what is the abbreviation of SAP?
System applications in products in data processing, sir.
Yes, system applications and product. Okay, and obviously these all things leads to your data operations only. Okay, SAP stands for system applications and product in data processing. SAP basically majorly divides into three areas. SAP basically divides into three areas. Functional, technical, techno-functional. Functional, Functional, technical, and techno-functional. When you say functional, so what are the different functional modules what you have? Like sales and distribution, material management, production planning, human resource, finance, warehouse management, okay, and then you have customer relationship management, and you have SCM, supply chain management, SR, supplier relationship management, warehouse management, retails. Like this, we have different modules. These are all known as a functional modules in SAP. Sales and distribution, material management. Sales and distribution basically for your sales. If any company which are into sales, like you're selling the products, okay. And like again divides into two major areas. One is purchasing and one is inventory. Inventory is nothing but your stocks. You keep all your stocks over there. And purchasing is nothing but if you want to buy any raw materials, or if you want to buy any material from the outside, then the purchasing comes into picture. Production planning, suppose it's a manufacturing unit, it is a manufacturing, that means you are trying to develop your own product, manufacture your own product, that means your production planning. F5, yes, if you want to deal all your finances, transactions, then it will be maintained in your F5. Warehouse management, it is again comes to your tight integration with your inventory, okay. And then CRM, customer relationship management, like you have many industries in the market, like your like your Airtel, right? It's a CRM, customer means the customer relationship, mostly it is a front face, mostly it is integrating with your direct customers, okay. SCM, supply chain management, again it is a combination of your and PP. SRM, supplier relationship management, okay. Warehouse management, already we have written up. And then your retails industry, like you have Chromo in India, right? You have Big Bazaar, those are all into retail industries, okay. If they want to have any software, they can use this one, okay. So these are all your functional modules. Then technical, what are the technical things? And the other thing is, if you want to pursue career into sales, like your any one of these functional areas, like SD, PP, HR, anything, at least if you have the little bit of background knowledge of that, like if anybody has done MBA with HR, then it's better they can go with HR. Or if somebody has done the CA, or they have done the finance, then they can use the finance module. And if somebody has working experience in manufacturing unit, then they can go with PP, okay. Like that they can choose their any module. Yes, anybody can learn anything, but only thing is you have to struggle more. If you are engineering background, still there are people who has learned the SD, PP, HR, FI, but only thing is you have to struggle a little bit more, and you have to spend more time on your core functionalities, okay. Then coming to technical, what are the technical things we have? You have ABAP. ABAP is nothing but a programming language. ABAP is nothing but a programming language. And then you have ABAP. Then you have BASIS. BASIS is nothing but your networking guy who maintains the installation of your software, maintain the securities. Okay, BASIS is the person who will be doing that. And then you have XI or PI. Okay, XI, exchange interface or process integration. If you want to maintain the data, transfer the data between the systems, SAP system and non-SAP system, then we use this product called XI or PI. And nowadays you have one more component, Fury. It is again a purely a programming which needs your Java, HTML knowledge. Okay, anybody who has very good knowledge, they can go ahead with the Fury, okay. And then here we come, technical, BW, BI or BIW, okay, or BW on HANA or BW for HANA. Everything is one and the same, guys. Only the versioning difference, only the version is different, that's it. But otherwise every component is one and the same, okay, fine. So why SAP BW BI is known as a techno-functional? What is the main purpose of BW, guys? Anybody knows that? What is the main purpose of BW or BIW? What is the full form of BW? Abbreviation of BW or BIW?
Sir, is it business warehouse?
Yes, business warehouse, or we can say business intelligence warehouse or business intelligence. Okay, so but everything is one and the same. And what is the main purpose of BW? Why do you need this BW system?
To analyze the data, sir.
Okay, in which form? How do you analyze the data?
Based on the old data, we can load into the BW system from the source system.
Reports.
Yeah,
The
report
main
for report purpose. Yes, sir.
We generate
Yes.
the reports and we give this report to the users.
Users, yes, sir.
Right. So they will do the analysis. The more, or we give these reports to the management. So they will do the analysis, and based on the analysis, they take the decision. That is the reason this system is also known as DSS system, decision support system. Okay, fine. So based on the report, the management people will do the analysis, and based on the analysis, they take the decisions. Okay, that's the reason why it is known as DSS system. Fine. So can't we generate the reports in your this system, functional system? Yes, we can also generate the reports in your functional system, but this works on OLTP concept, online transaction processing system. Online transaction processing system. Okay, online analytical processing system, and your BW system works on OLAP. OLAP, online analytical processing system. Online analytical processing system. Okay, so the main function of your OLTP system is to perform your day-to-day transactions. The best example is your ATM machine. We go to the ATM machine to perform some transactions, like if you want to withdraw the money or if you want to deposit the money. Okay, then you can go to the ATM machine, and then you can, if you want a mini statement, yes, we can go to the ATM machine and we can perform those activities. But if you want to deposit, say 3 lakhs rupees or 5 lakhs rupees, can you do in the ATM machine? No, we cannot do that activity in the ATM machine to deposit the huge amount. In the same way, if you want to, from ATM machine, we can get the mini statement. That means the maximum of last 10 transactions. But if you want to have a statement for last 1 year to 2 years or 5 years, then what we do? We go to the bank or we log on to your banking system from where you get the historical data. Okay, so this system, your OLTP system, is only to perform your day-to-day transaction. It is not a reporting system. Whereas your BW system holds your historical data. Based on the historical data, we generate the reports. We generate the reports, and based on the reports, the management people will do the analysis. Based on the analysis, they will take the decisions. Okay, so that is the main purpose of your BW system. Okay, what data we are getting from into BW system? Yes, we are getting the functional data. We are getting the functional data. That is the reason it is known as a functional. That is the reason it is known as a functional. And in order to extract the data, from your functional system to your BW system, by using ETL process. By using ETL process. What is ETL? Any idea?
For extraction, transformation, and loading, sir.
Right. Extraction, transformation, and loading. Okay. So the process of this is a technical part. This is a technical part. Extracting the data from the different sources to your BW system. So that is the reason SAP BW BI or BW on HANA is known as a techno-functional. Techno-functional. Okay. Any doubts or any questions over here? What is SAP? What are the different functional modules we have in SAP? Like your technical functional modules, we have SGMM, PPHR, and then in technical we have ABAP, Basis, XI, PI, or Fury, and then we have a techno-functional which is BW. Okay. Any doubts or any questions? Okay, great.